In today's video, we shall look at data analysis, in particular sorting within Google Sheets and using filters in Google Sheets. Sorting is a straightforward process in Google Sheets. If we look at the set of data, we can sort by any number of columns. For example, if I want to sort this by column F, by the volume number, I just have to click into column F, anywhere, doesn't matter, and then go to Data, Sort Sheet by column F, A to Z, which is ascending order, or Z to A, which is descending order. Ascending order, data is sorted by column F, and every other column is sorted with it. Similarly, if I want to sort it in date order, I can select Sort by column A. If I want to sort data, a range of data separately, I can highlight the entire column or columns and click on Data and Sort Range. And what that means is these two columns or ranges of data will be sorted independently of the other columns, which will remain in a static position. So if you just watch, the dates and the other numbers won't change, yet the volume and adjusted columns will change. So I'm going to select A to Z in ascending order. These two columns have changed, and these dates and other numbers are unchanged. Be careful when you're using this functionality, because if you use it inadvertently, you can corrupt your data. And what I mean by that is that the volume and the adjusted close no longer relate to the date and the other figures in the set of data. So with that in mind, I'm just going to click on the undo button to restore my data to the way it was. If I want to sort by a number of columns, I can select all the columns firstly, and then click on Data and select Sort Range. And I can select my first column. So for example, I can select column F, add another sort column, and then I can select column B. So first of all, I'm going to select my column F, and I can also check on, well, my data has headers, so I'm going to check this. So I'm sorting by the column label. So I'm sorting by volume and then by open. So I can change the volume Z to A. If I'm happy with that, then click on Sort. Now my range of data is sorted. Google Sheets has a sort function which allows data to be sorted automatically as data gets updated and changed. So for example, I'm going to take this data here and sort it on this sheet here. I'm taking the column headings from here by just using a simple formula. So equals A1 in my new sheet equals A1 in the earlier sheet, and I just fill across. So the advantage about this is if these labels get updated, these headers will update also. Now I want my sort function. And highlight all the data range that I want to be sorted. And comma, sort by column number. So the column number is no longer ABC, it's 1, 2, 3, reading left from right. So I want to sort by column F, so that's 6, because it's the 6th column reading from the left, and I want it to be in true, because I want it in ascending order. If I want to sort it elsewhere, then I can sort by the column 2 and false. Close bracket, press return. And there's my data returned. Now just notice that the date is formatted as a number because the formatting defaulted on this column is general number. So I just highlight the column, change the formatting to date, and there's the number stored. And as you can see, the data is sorted in by volume order and then by opening price order. And as this data gets changed, this data will update its sorting automatically based on the new values. Next thing I want to look at is filtering. Setting a manual filter is very straightforward. I just click anywhere into the data and click on this funnel icon to set the filter. And it puts this drop down arrow against all the relevant columns in the table of data. So for example, if I want to filter by status, which just is full or student, I can clear all and just select student if I just want to filter on the students. And all the people with full status are filtered out, and I'm left with just the student data. and that is filtering. To take the filter off, I can just click on the funnel and the filter is removed and my full data is restored again. With the new version of Google Sheets, there is a new version of filtering called Filter Views. If I click on Data and select Filter Views and create new filter view, I can set a default filter for myself. So for example, I may want to select people who are paying a fee of $750. So I clear all, select 750 and click OK. And that filter will just select anybody with 750. I can then give my filter a name, fee 750, press return, and now that filter view is kept. And I can click on X and just remove the filter view, but the filter view is available to me now. So I've got this fee 750, click on it, and my filter view is back again. The main advantage about filter view is that on a spreadsheet that you have more than one collaborator, the filter view is only visible to the current user. It doesn't affect the view of the data for any other collaborator. Whereas if you select a normal view, or normal filter I should say, it affects all collaborators. Next I want to look at the filter function. Function is similar to the sort function in that it takes a set of data here and we can set a default set of filters here. You can embed the filter values directly into the function, or you can read them off different cells. So for demonstration purposes, I'm going to refer to values held in various cells. So I'm going to type equals filter. I'm going to select my range. Excluding my headers. And I'm going to select where the fee is equal to 1500, comma, and the location is equal to Dublin. And press return. And now I get a filter set of the data based on those two values. Now instead of actually using the formula to hard code the values directly into the formula where I have here, instead I can get rid of the hard coded value and reference the cell instead. And now because the location has changed to Waterford, the data has changed. So I can manually change the values such, or I can change the fee and the filter data changes. Similarly, I can amend the operator. So I can say is instead of equals to, it can be greater than 750, and that's all those people who are paying a higher fee than 750. Similarly, I can have duplicate values. So if I want Dublin and Cork, the filter doesn't change, but if I change the filter, put a bracket around this value here, this part of the formula, and select it and copy it, put in a plus, and have it reference not just E1 but E2. Now the formula will pick up the values in this cell and this cell as well as this cell. So what it's saying is the manual filtered data here from A2 to H53, pick up where the fee on that, original table of data is greater than the value in cell B1, which is 750, and take the location from the original set of data where the location is equal to cell E1, which is Dublin, and the location value is equal to cell E2, which is Cork. So it's bringing down both Dublin and Cork. If I change the values, it brings in the alternative value as well. Here I have an array of values, and if I wanted to create a list of unique values, there's a function that in Google Sheets allows me to do that, and it's called unique. And it just simply takes in a range, so highlight the range, A2 to A13, close bracket, press return, and there we have our unique set of data: pencil, pen, crayon, quill. So they are the original values from that list there, unrepeated. If I wanted to get the sum of unique items in the list, I can do equals count A, open bracket, unique, take in the range, A2 to A13. Now we know that the unique A2 to A13 brings in these values here, and what the count A does is counts them up. So returns 4. Thank you for watching.